Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do Himalayan salt massage. So the Himalayan salt massage is very similar to the hot stone massage, the way you do the strokes. So the same way, just like the way you start regular massage, do the compressions, and then draping. Make sure the client is comfortable. Okay, so I'm draping. Put some oil on the forearms, just the way you usually do. Apply some oil on their back, and once you work on, once you do a couple effleurage strokes and petrissage strokes and work on a couple of their trigger points, you can use the Himalayan salt stones. So by this point, they already should be hot, hot, comfortable enough hot, so it would not burn the client. So you can just place them on the wrist, and that feels actually really good. They're warm enough, and actually before you grab them, I would put some more oil on my hands and then grab them. And we have, as you see, we have hearts here, which are really good. So these are pointy parts we can use to work on their trigger points. And by starting working on their shoulders, going down and up their back, doing a couple effleurage strokes, petrissage strokes. So the Himalayan salt massage is a little bit different. It feels a little bit different because they're more, they're not as smooth as river stones, as you can see, because of salt. So it feels like a little bit, for a client, it would feel like a little bit like a scrub, which is really great because it's really great for their skin. And the Himalayan salt stones have really a lot of great minerals that could be very beneficial for their health. And this lamp, which is warmer as well, is once it's on, is really good for your health as well. So then you can just continue working on their back, just the way you do regular massage. Work on their back on one side. If there are any trigger points, you can just place one here. And if there, for example, there is a trigger point in the lower back, you can use the pointy part. But again, you could use this part as well and use on their trigger points. And then you can just use on their erector spinae the sides of the stones, and then grab. And once you feel like they're already not hot enough on one side, you can just switch the side. And continue working on their back, and the same, you will do the same thing on the other side. And again, make sure you do pay attention on their trigger points. Most of the time they are hiding on their back and shoulders and neck area. So then before you finish, you do one big stroke, long stroke, effleurage stroke, then put them back on the warmer, and then you can do one long effleurage, and then you can cover them back and continue with, if there is no tension in the hips, you can just continue. And if there is, of course, just make sure you do work on those trigger points on their hips with your fingers or elbows. Depends on how much pressure they can handle. And then same way, just the way you continue with the regular massage, you just proceed Do the compression on their legs. I'm draping, very important. Make sure they are draped and they feel secure enough. And with oil, effleurage petrissage, work on a couple of trigger points, warm up the muscles with your hands, and then grab another stones. Actually, before you grab, again, put a little bit of oil on your palms, and then grab. Maybe you can just like circle them around in your hands. Make sure the oil, they're covered with oil, and slowly do the effleurage and petrissage strokes, and again work on a couple of their trigger points if there are any, and if there are not, you just continue doing the lone strokes on their muscles. Circular friction, work on their hamstrings. And you can work on their feet. And don't worry about disinfecting, because Himalayan salt stones, they're self-disinfecting, so they actually don't need to be disinfected that much. But when we do clean them up, in the end we do use this spray, disinfectant spray, just in case. Okay, once you're done, actually I forgot to do effleurage, so you just do effleurage with your hands, and then you cover, clean up, not clean up, the wipe off some oil with the sheets, and continue on their other foot. And actually you can, on the other leg, and then you can actually use the stones and work on their feet. You can use the pointy part, which is this one of the heart, or this one, whichever you think is comfortable for a client. You can work like that. Use your body weight. Okay, so that's how you do the massage on their feet. Place them back. So once you're done, once you finish with the left leg, once you've done both legs, you can just ask client to turn over. Make sure you grab right away the cover for their eyes. Okay. Right away cover the eyes so they're not bothered by the light. Okay, grab the face cradle. To make sure they're comfortable right away, so I would fix the bolster right after I put the cover for their face. Make sure they're comfortable, and then proceed by doing compression on their legs. And then the same way I'm draping. Drape. Effleurage petrissage on their legs and feet. Don't forget to use your body weight. If there are any trigger points, you can work on with your knuckles. So warm up the muscles first. And then use, again, put some oil on your palms. Grab the stones, they're nice and warm. Cover with the oil, and then start with the effleurage and petrissage, just the way we do with the river stones. And then just make sure you work on their trigger points if there are any. And then you can place one on the side and work on their tibialis anterior trigger points. Usually they're pretty tight, and the muscles around around the knees. So there are some trigger points. Could be hiding here, or some. Actually, that's a great way by grabbing the heart this way and doing the long strokes like that. That feels really good for them as well. Just like that. Like this. So the shape of the heart is actually very useful. Okay. So then once you're done, you just do regular effleurage. And if you want to work on their foot, you can. You just like that. And then effleurage. Do a couple strokes with your fingers. And once you're done, compression. Place these back. Then once you've done the both of their legs, you can continue, proceed to their arms. Same way, compression, undraping. Effleurage, petrissage. Then once you're done, couple strokes and work on a couple of the muscles, biceps, triceps, extensors, flexors. Okay, here you can grab the stones, the ones that you think are already hot enough. Again, just because they are on a warmer, they just get warm again. And continue working. So again, just keep in mind that these stones feel a little bit different. They're not as smooth, so there could be more traction. Even though you do put some oil and you cover them with oil, there's still more traction, and they're not as smooth as river stones. So once you're done, do the effleurage, work on their fingers, hands areas that would be hard to work with stones. Compression. And once you're done with both hands, you can continue by working on their chest, compression on their chest, shoulders. Apply some oil, couple effleurage strokes, and actually make sure you do apply some oil on their neck. So once you work with the stones, the area is ready for me to use the stones. This area. Okay, so actually, you work first on the neck area with your fingers. You can do either or. You can just grab the stones right away, whichever you prefer. And then grab the stones. Again, put some oil on them. Okay. And then place one on the side and start working on the one side, working on the trigger points, the neck area, suboccipitals if there are any trigger points here. While doing some compressions on the suboccipitals. And then lift the lash with your hands. And then continue to another side, just the same way. And then once you're done, you just cover. And just the way you finish the massage by doing scalp massage. That's how you can actually end the massage. Massaging the whole head area, the back. And that's how you end. Okay, and that's how you do Himalayan salt massage.